Let's update you on other parts of the world in regards to coronavirus. First, let's start with Yemen. There are reports of a dramatic rise in the number of people dying with coronavirus-like symptoms in the southern city of Aden. Quoting official figures, Save the Children says that there have been at least 380 deaths in the past week. According to the charity, some health professionals lacking personal protective equipment were refusing to go to work. Several hospitals have closed and people are dying because they can't get treatment. Turning now to New Zealand, where people have been getting a sense of what it's like to get back to business as lockdown there is lifted. Thousands of firms have reopened, with shops and restaurants welcoming customers for the first time since March. Well, although the risk of transmission is now said to be very small, people are still being urged to follow strict social distancing rules. Well, while New Zealand has been praised for its decisive action on coronavirus, the government is facing criticism over a new law which gives police greater powers to arrest those breaking social distancing rules. Here's Bryony Sowden.
The law was rushed through on Wednesday before the restrictions were eased around the country, and what it means is that these lockdowns, the quarantines, police giving fines for flouting social distancing rules, that can continue, but with more ease. Now, the biggest thing and the biggest change is that police will be able to enter people's homes if they have significant reason or grounds to believe that people are breaking the rules. Now, what that means in practice is that if you're having a party or there's loud music, you can probably expect police at your door without an arrest warrant. The other big thing is that the Health Minister can now effectively designate any government employee an enforcement officer, which means they can go into businesses and check that businesses too are complying with these social distancing rules, and if not, they can be shut down too. There's been a lot of criticism. Many believe that this infringes on people's civil liberties. The opposition has called it a step too far. Amnesty International also has urged the government to relook at this law and to review it in the coming weeks. The government, though, it's defended this legislation. It says that New Zealand is facing unusual times, that this is urgently needed to fight COVID-19 and was necessary to be able to lift the restrictions around the country, and it will also give them the power to ramp up its response should there be any more cases that come to light in the next few months.
And in Finland, school children have returned to their classrooms after 8 weeks of lockdown. Strict social distancing rules are in place with staggered break times. Finland has recorded 284 deaths, more than 6,000 infections, lower than its neighbouring Nordic countries. Now let's turn to France, which has announced a $19 billion package to support the tourism industry over the coming years. With 95% of hotels closed, the government says it will extend the current furlough scheme until at least the end of September. The government has promised French people that they'll still be able to go on holiday in France over the summer. And what do you make of this attempt to maintain social distancing? This is in a cafe in Germany just outside of Hamburg. The cafe owners are asking customers to wear swimming noodles on their heads. This was posted on the cafe's Facebook page. Give me a call, a practical idea. Let us know. Our hashtag is BBCOS. I'm at BBC Cassia Madeira.